man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all ain't have to hit the like button, but make sure y'all hit that sub button and say subscribe, man. Y'all don't have to hit the like button. Feel free to hit the sub button, click the notification bell. End of the year, trying to hit 10K. Further ado, man, let's get right to it. Finally, Brax has come back for some more Haley J and I don't know her friend name. No, just a little shady. Just a little shady. It's a double. Episode 1. I check out the episode 2. I did a reaction, and now let's check it out, man. She only dropped 7 episodes. The 7th episode, I'm not reacting to an hour, so I'm not doing that. But let's get right into it, man. I'm finna start reacting to these type videos. Oh, Brittany. Yeah, that's.
Hello.
And by the way, y'all, I got a new computer, so I'm not talking out of my laptop. I'm actually talking off of my headphones.
Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of the Just a Little Shady podcast.
Okay.
I'm your host, Haley Jade, here with my lovely co-host.
I'm Brittany Edney.
We are so excited to get started on this.
Okay, I did 2 already. Hold on, let me turn my volume up. Okay.
Definitely been talking about this and working on this for a while now, so we're ready to just jump right in. And I think with that, we want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, which is the double entendre in the name Just a Little Shady. So on one hand, we have the aspect that I want this to be a
bro, she looks just like bro. Is she got his cheeks and all?
Place where I can
the face cheeks.
Share more about my life, talk about things I've never talked about, and just for you guys who've been with me for a long time, get to know me a little better, and just new people get to know me a little better. And on the other hand, we're also going to be doing some hot takes on current events and talking about what's going on in the world and giving our opinion. And we are going to have a segment that we want you guys to get involved with too. So we'll talk about that a little bit more at the end. But with that being said, we are also going to use this time to get to know our co-host a little better and talk about how she ended up in this chair and how long we've been friends. So,
absolutely. How did I end up in this chair? So, I've known Haley.
Hey man, that's respect for stay to a friend, because a lot of people can just be together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people change. Just shout out to Brittany to be on Haley's side
For basically as long as I can remember. But we met back in elementary school in 2nd grade. We sat next to each other in class, and her and I were very similar in a sense that we were both very shy as kids, and we were very focused on our schoolwork and took that way too seriously for 2nd graders. But more importantly, we thoroughly enjoyed snack time.
Still do.
Still is the core of our friendship.
Honestly.
It really is. And we both had Cheez-Its for snacks at lunch, and I really think that's how we first bonded. And then from then on out, I just remember being attached at the hip. Anywhere you were, I was, and wherever I was. Is that right? Is that the saying? Is that how it goes? We were always together, and it was basically like I never saw my parents because I was at your house. Our parents would like fight over custody between the two of us. Because
pretty much.
My mom would be like, no, they can come over. And
they can sleep here tonight.
Yes, because we had sleepovers like on school nights. Like we were basically like
all
sisters.
The time. Yeah, it was all the time. Well, elementary school, we were like,
that's kind of how me and my homeboys was. Like we do that all the time, and my mom get mad about that. So similar.
Always like traveling.
Yeah, we really were.
It was like, I don't know if I would say always, but it was always like something going on that I was like, Brittany needs to come to this. Brittany needs to come to that. So like, I remember going to Florida, California. I don't know where we went, but we went on a tour bus. You brought that back up.
We did. I was talking to you about this the other day, and I was like, do you remember back when I feel like I vividly remember being in your kitchen and you were like, do you want to come on the tour bus? And I was like,
Casual.
normal conversations. And I was like, what's a tour bus? And somebody was with us and they were like, Haley Jade, like not everyone knows what a tour bus is. And you're like, what? Like, honestly, to you, like that was
I thought it was
somewhat normal. Yeah. Like, where was my dad's tour bus? Like that he took to work. No, but I remember going up.
Haley is so lucky you can travel just because your dad was, he chased his dreams. He made it out of 8 Mile in Detroit, Michigan. A lot of people don't expect white people can come out and rap. The greatest like Eminem. I ain't finna go
On
there.
that, and
I ain't finna go
just
there.
all of our memories from being young were so cool and unique to look back at now, but at the time felt so normal and like not like anything strange or different. I mean, because we didn't know any better. We didn't know anything
And that wasn't
different.
like
That's crazy.
whole experience. Like obviously we were in a like normal public school. Like we never like thought anything was like different or
No.
like I don't know. We just had like so many normal experiences that when like something like that happened, I thought like, oh, everybody else does this too. Not realizing that like, no, that's freaking weird. And like looking back on it, it's like so fun to look back and like when we have these conversations like here or wherever, like thinking back as an adult, I'm like, wow, that's actually so surreal and like those memories that like
Hey man, shout out to, like I said before, man, shout out to Wayne and M daughters, bro, who actually, like, they know, like, Wayne was Renee Carter and M first kid is Haley. And they already famous just because of their dad, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to them, who they like. Wayne daughter actually dropping a YouTube video. She doing the YouTube, but she doing a podcast. Put it on YouTube. Shout out, like literally, shout out to that, bro. Like, bro, y'all.
of me just thinking like
That's how I want to be. I want to become one of my dad. No, I want to be a good dad, and and I want one of my kids, have a dream. Wherever they dream is. Make enough money. She actually can make enough money doing it.
those were normal
Crazy.
things.
Yeah.
Now I look back and I'm like, holy crap. Like
It was
that
really
was
cool.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, even my mom and I were talking about it before. And I was like, how did you just let me, like, traipse off to, like, California, Florida? She was like, well, because, like, I knew you were safe. You were in good hands. And, two, she was like, you guys were experiencing things that, like, I could never.
And trust me. And when it comes to daughters, bro, they gonna listen to their dad more than any artist. I know Haley listened to her dad all the time. Just like, my Wayne daughter listen to Wayne all the time. Bro, that's how I want to be. If your kids is good, strong with you, it's over with. You can tell Haley look just like M, got the face and all. She don't look none. I don't know what Eminem mom. I don't know what Haley mom looked like, but I know for a fact she looked just like M. Now the other kid M got, I definitely don't look like M.
Never give to you. And, like, when we went to Disney and
That was so fun.
I
I
know.
always like think about that time. Like we obviously we had to go. We went to Florida for my dad was working on something, and he was working the whole time. But he set up for us to do like the limo and take it to Disney, and we did like the princess tea party, and he had like the dresses waiting for us. We were like both Belle or whatever.
Bro, these don't look, bro. I don't know which one looked like Haley. Or it make sense. Like, you got one right here and she right there.
so cute.
It was, and even then, like at the time, like we were so happy and like so excited, but we didn't like get to appreciate that moment as much as now when we talk about it and think back on
Yeah.
it. We're like, oh my god, that was just like
We need to find
Awesome.
pictures of that because I feel like we were like
That
little
all pink
twins.
was
Yes,
good on
I know.
Haley.
We probably have so many funny pictures of us.
Oh, I'm
from-
sure.
Oh my gosh. I can vividly remember one. Do you remember when we used to go to the Pistons games all the time?
Yes, we loved the Pistons. I feel like your dad also loved the Pistons game,
Yeah.
and that's why we were there.
And by the way, y'all always. I really want that Detroit Pistons jersey. I won't get one. The Slim Shady Detroit, that 313, I'm going to get that jersey, bro. I'm going to get it. I don't care. I got to pay $1,000. I will get that. Because that jersey, I missed on Big Sean one. Now M just dropped it. I got to get that. It's my favorite rapper.
And take it to Disney, and we did like the princess tea party, and he had like the dresses waiting for us. We were like both Belle or
It
whatever.
was so cute.
It was, and even then, like at the time, like we were so happy and like so excited, but we didn't like get to appreciate that moment as much as now when we talk about it and think back on it. We're like, oh my god, that was just like.
We need to find
awesome.
pictures of that because I feel like we were like little twins.
Yes, I know. We probably have so many funny pictures of us.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. I can vividly remember one. Do you remember when we used to go to the Pistons games all the time?
Yes, we loved the Pistons. I feel like your dad also loved the Pistons game,
Yeah.
and that's why we were there.
Well, we would all, like, it was just something to do. Like, I mean, what else were we doing? So I remember
Super.
going, and I have pictures of, like, me, you, and our friend Tracy. And if we can find it, we'll, like,
3 is Chauncey Billups. So she got a Chauncey Billups jersey. No, Chauncey Billups was 1. Who was 3? Hold up. I think Chauncey Billups was. What number is Chauncey Billups? Yeah, 1. 4 was the Minnesota. Who Detroit jersey was 3?
According to Detroit City Sports, Detroit Tigers have
Who was Detroit Piston jersey 3?
Ben Wallace.
Oh, Ben Wallace. I thought Ben Wallace was 10.
insert it here. But just, like, being so little and just, like,
we loved the little like
goofy and
noise
just
makers.
eating hot dogs all the time there too. Like I
Absolutely.
vividly remember that. But yeah, no, we had a lot of good
Man.
memories in elementary school. And then once we got to middle school, we kind of there was no drama.
No.
But
You say that like there was drama. There was no drama.
yeah, no, but there's no fun story.
So
like,
basically, so basically, you saying is, excuse me, elementary, y'all was actually having fun. No, y'all was doing things like that. Y'all was having fun with each other. Then middle school, y'all actually didn't basically get to hang out like that, basically. Cause y'all was basically busy. Got it.
I wish there was, but it was really just you became more social.
I think that's a
And-
good word.
That's what it was. I knew it. It's gonna be like that. Trust me.
Word for it.
Yeah, you were a little social butterfly.
Yeah.
And I still, for some reason, in my 6th grade head,
Yeah.
really took school seriously.
You were a good kid. Nothing wrong with that.
You were a good kid too. I
I
was.
was.
Yeah, I
You
was
were just following all the rules and thinking that your GPA in middle school counted.
Oh, hey, Haley's. See, remember, her dad, dropped out, and M don't want Haley to do that. So that's why she focused on school now.
Towards
Oh my
like
God.
Well,
Getting-
not school, but like focus on school when she was.
getting into college or something. I feel like that's how seriously you took your grades.
Oh, I did. Because to be fair, like I believed anything adults said.
Yeah, like your permanent record, like that was just going to last like forever. Mhm.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I mean, I definitely did take school way too
Yeah.
seriously. And even high school was kind of the same situation for us. Like we would talk in school and we were always like friends, but we weren't hanging out outside of school anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I knew it. Yeah, I know. That's how it's supposed to be. Elementary is supposed to be fun. because you don't have to worry about nothing. Just go to school. You always gonna have fun. Middle school, that's when you actually gotta take your grade. But I'll tell y'all the truth. Middle school, I was having fun too. And when high school came, I take that seriously.
And I mean, yeah, I was still taking school way too seriously. And at that time,
But I still had a decent grade. So yeah.
also didn't like drink or go to parties. Like, I feel like everyone was doing that, but like, I just didn't. I was so naive to all of it. Like, I remember going to a football game, and this was like the first and last one I went to. I remember going, and it was freezing cold outside. Everybody was just like jumping, screaming, having the time of their lives. And I'm like, am I missing something? Like,
No.
what happened? Like, did something exciting happen? And then like one of my friends came up to me and talked like right on my face, and I was like, oh my God, they're drinking.
Absolutely appalled.
Literally so appalled. It like hit me right in that moment, and I was like, I've got to go. Like,
I gotta go.
I
Drinking. How was this story? How did we get to this story?
like right on my face, and I was like, oh my God, they're drinking.
Absolutely appalled.
Literally so appalled. It like hit me right in that moment, and I was like, I've got to go.
I
Like,
gotta go.
I thought that even being associated with like anyone there that was drinking, like I was gonna get in trouble. And that's what's so weird about, like, I never got in trouble growing up. I also never did anything too, but like
No.
I was so scared. Like, I don't know. I thought if I did anything wrong, I was like a terrible human. I don't know. And like, not that those things are even wrong, because like that's just what kids do in high school. But like, I was just so
Facts, just like your dad. But I'm glad you're not a alcoholic.
like straight and
Straight and narrow.
yeah, like that was me. But once we got to college, we didn't go to the same college, but once we got to college and I was like sophomore year of college, I remember just being like, okay, like I have to.
Okay, now college, I haven't went to college. That just let you know she took school seriously. College, I'm not going.
Make a change. Like, I only have like a handful of friends, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I still am close with my handful of friends that I was close with at that time, but I was like, I have to like start doing something different. So that's when I joined the sorority. And then it was like the summer after that, I was still close with our one friend that we were talking about that was at the Pistons game with us.
Tracy.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try again. Like, she was still hanging out with you and like everybody from high school that like I knew and talked to in school. I just didn't hang out with. So I came back around, and then I feel like after that, it was just like so instant. Like, I was close with everybody again, and like it was like just nice. And then after college, when I came home, I was like renting a place. So we always had everyone at my place. And then that's when me and you started getting close,
Because
because
I would come over and I would linger around.
yeah, I guess linger is actually
Okay, so basically, elementary, they was there, they was close. Middle school, high school, it wasn't close. And then once he started out the little place or wherever, that's when they started getting a little closer.
actually
Okay.
probably the perfect
Super
word.
appropriate. I still do it here. Like when we talk about in elementary school that we were always together, always had sleepovers. It's the same way today.
Yeah, I know. Nothing. I mean, that's what's the best kind of friendships, though. Like, nothing changed. Like,
No.
as soon as we started hanging out again, it was like we were right back where we left off.
No time had passed.
Yeah. Those are the best, though.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you ended up here.
It is. It is. It's how I got to be in this chair today.
Yeah. But we're also going to talk about, over the last week, was 4th of July. And
Yeah, it
our
was.
weekly recap, which we want to do like every week when we come on. We were together for 4th of July, and we have a very positive, good story, and then we'll give you the bad news after.
Point at me like it's I'm the bad
I'm the
news.
good news, you're the bad news.
Okay, good cop. Let's hear it. What was the highlights?
So, best part of 4th of July weekend was, which this is crazy that we're even saying this. Like,
It is.
we're golf gals now.
We're golf gals, and honestly, I agree. That was the most fun of the trip. And Haley was Tiger Woods on the golf course. It
Oh,
was
So,
crazy.
so Haley knows some. No, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Haley don't know golf. Haley don't know golf.
You just start with instruments.
That's cap. That's cap. That is so cap.
I always hate when people are like, oh no, I suck at that. Like, I'm not good at that. And then, like, they're amazing.
That
and
was
you just,
you.
like, you despise them. You're like, you, screw you. That was 100% me. And
was.
I'm not ashamed, though.
See, because I was the same way as you going into it. I'm like, I'm just out here with a golf glove and a dream, and and I just drove the cart around, and I had the best day ever. But I tried to, like, golf a little bit, but you golfed the full 18 holes, and you were doing really well.
I feel like that's, like, with everything in life, though. It's like when you're not thinking too hard or, like,
Man, bro, Haley living good, bro. Just cause your dad. Now, if your dad was just a normal guy, just be at work, you probably wouldn't be able to. No, you might have to just go to work. She don't have to go to work. She can just do whatever she wants. Cause her dad takes her.
trying too hard, you just do so much better.
Yeah.
And
That's why I'm trying to be a good dad, bro. Em could be a good dad, and Wayne could be good. That's exactly the type of dad I want to be.
that was like that for me. Like, I've never played 18 holes ever. Like, we've only ever played 9, and I could count on one hand like how many times I've actually played. So I genuinely was like, oh, I'm not that good.
Right.
But then, like, it was just like the perfect scenario for me to just like have fun in.
Yeah, just
and,
a bunch of girls.
and I think too, because like even though everybody wasn't playing that good, everybody was having so much fun.
We really were. We were like, I don't know if you're supposed to do this on a golf course, but like blaring like Nicki Minaj and just like having the time of our lives on that golf course.
Oh yeah, we were probably having too much fun.
That's exactly
like,
it.
Hey, what you know about Nikki? Come on, man. I'm telling you, Nikki's the GOAT.
That's the best part though, because like we were also having so much fun, but I was playing so good, and so I was like, as soon as we got back after that, I was like, that best weekend, like best 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Not knowing that
Mishap.
when I left the next day, I would be getting some phone calls and text messages about a little mishap at the lake house that I had just left.
I would like to say that the highest highs come with the lowest lows.
Facts.
And so we were at my family's lake house for the weekend, and we had a little like sign up sheet for people to bring like breakfast food, water, what have you. And one of my friends texted me and was like, how do you feel about fireworks? And so I talked to my family, and we're like, oh, we like fireworks. They're responsible kids, because it was like 3 of them that were going to bring them. And one of the nights they were setting them off and being very responsible, like taking all the precautions. And one of the fireworks malfunctioned. It was like one of the last ones they were doing, which was like, we were having so much fun with it too. Like everyone was like chanting their names. Like you could tell.
Of course.
It was hilarious until it wasn't. And one of the fireworks went in every direction but up. It went towards the woods, towards the house, towards the bonfire, towards the boat.
Of course, man. It's fireworks. That's how fireworks supposed to be, man. I didn't know about y'all how we grow up with fireworks. Man, we just throw fireworks at each other and just laughing, because it don't really hurt you, but some fireworks do.
Boat, which I was on with my boyfriend, and he like tackled me and he was
What?
like, get down. And I was like, what's going on? Because it all happened so fast. It almost seemed like fireworks, it was like those ones that start at the ground and then like go up in the air. But he was clearly more aware than I was. So luckily nobody was hurt. But I have been seeing this happen on multiple other TikToks. I don't know if it's just like because it happened and I've like been talking about it with people that's coming up in
Yeah.
my feed, but I've seen like trucks being like set on fire, like really scary stuff. And I know you had a crazy situation with fireworks too this weekend.
Yeah, we were literally just talking about it like after this situation happened that like we're just so over.
Bro, Haley got Eminem. Like, Haley just got everything on her dad. Just everything. She just blessed that she got everything on her dad. Eminem, other daughter, don't look none like him. None.
Fireworks, because like people get hurt, animals get hurt, like it's just all not the best situation. But we were up north, and we went across the street to like this convenience store that's on the corner, and you have to cross like a 55-mile-an-hour road to get there. And so we were coming back, and we see like a car stopped and it's honking, and then like we see a shadow of like a German Shepherd, and the neighbor has a German Shepherd. So we were like, oh my God, it's
one of my favorite dogs of all time, German Shepherd and a Rottweiler. My favorite two dogs of all time.
the neighbor's dog. So we start calling him, and he starts coming to us, thankfully. But then coming the opposite way on the 55-mile-an-hour road is another car who obviously doesn't see like what's going on.
Damn. Hey, it sounds like she got a light too, boy.
Here's me not thinking, throwing my hand down the road, being like, stop, stop. And finally this car slams on the brakes and stops.
Thank God.
I know. But and the whole night after, like, everybody was like, you shouldn't have been doing that. I'm like, if it was my dog, I would want you to do the same.
It was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I was real life Tyra Banks in life size.
Seriously, I don't know what I thought I was. Like, I honestly, I don't know. But I was like, this dog is not getting hit on my watch.
No.
And it was all because the fireworks going off down by, like, where we were. And so he just, like, wandered away because he didn't know where to
I
go.
was scared.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm so over them. And we don't even bring our dogs up north anymore because they're so terrified. And we've had instances where we've thought and they've, like, escaped because they were so scared. And it's just, like, not fun anymore. I'm like, I'm all for, like, the professional shows where, like, everybody's a safe enough distance away. Like, if anything goes wrong, like, people are on standby. Like, but when individuals are doing them, it's so stressful. I'm like, please nothing go wrong. Please no animals escape. Please no. And, like, when you told me that story, I was like, I'm done.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, no, but you were telling me about the TikToks that
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Dogs, unexpected is the worst fear ever, bro. You could be chilling and a dog be right there. Run immediately. Ain't no point to just say, hey, buddy, what you doing?
you were saying, and I was like, I'm just over it, and I also don't want to see any of these TikToks anymore either. But on a more happy note, we were also talking about TikTok because you showed me
I'm obsessed with this trend.
the best trend that I've probably seen
It
in
makes
a while.
me so happy. It's for the new Minions movie. I think it's called like The Rise of Gru. And people are just gathering in like large groups, putting on suits, and then playing.
You can tell they different because a lot of people will find something they can name anything, a movie or anything, and make a TikTok. They actually they actually laugh about some like, you know, like a movie, you know, like a movie. Well, it's a kind of the same thing, but they actually like, you know, it's a little different.
Like, I think it's one of the songs off the soundtrack, and just going to the movies and treating it like it's like a red carpet experience. Like, I don't know how this started, but I know it's ending with theaters saying like, no teenagers in suits here. So now like people at like elderly homes, like nursing homes, are like, you know what, we're not teenagers, we're gonna do this.
Oh my
And
God.
they're getting all like dressed to the nines and going up, showing out at the movie theater and enjoying this movie. And I just think it's like the funniest thing. Like they're going up escalators, like making it a whole thing.
See, like, no, funny like that. No, they laugh something like
Yeah,
that.
the videos you showed me, I was like, wait, I kind of love this, and I
Yeah.
kind of want to do it.
I would be so down.
I feel like it would only be funny, though, if we wore our boyfriend suits.
They're our 6-foot boyfriends,
Yeah.
and we're like,
Hey, well, you is 25, but man, you is so lucky. You lucky you got a boyfriend.
just like having pants drag.
Can you just imagine? No, it'll look like those like fancy suits people are wearing on red carpets
Oh my
now
gosh,
that are like
yes.
6 sizes
We'll put
too
like shoulder
large.
pads in and like make our shoulders super broad.
Wait, so I feel like if you guys want to see us wear suits to the movies and go see Minions, go leave banana emoji comments.
Yes, absolutely.
Because apparently that's what Minions like.
They love the bananas.
I'm not a big Minion gal, but now I'm
Now
into
we
it.
are.
I'm into it. I want to wear the
Both
suit
gals.
to the movie. So if you want to see it, go on any of our social medias, Just a Little Shady Podcast. We're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and comment the banana emoji, and we will post a TikTok of us going and
Oh, we will.
hopefully not getting kicked out.
Fingers crossed. We'll go to a
You're
theater that
probably
we don't
gonna get
like
kicked out.
frequent in like hopes that our like pictures aren't like up in
Posted.
like the lobby. Like, do not allow these people in.
There's just us like in
I
big
will-
suits posted in the lobby.
I will lose it if we get kicked out. If somebody comes up to us, excuse me, but you gotta go.
I kind of want to see it anyways, because didn't you say like it's doing like so well?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not all because of the trend. Like I just want to.
Oh,
see
I think
it.
it is the trend, but I mean, I'm sure it's a good movie too. We'll see.
Yeah, those ones always do well.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of doing well and watching stuff, I started Stranger Things,
Did you?
and I don't want to sound like
Man, I have, and everybody talking about that TV show
too
too.
bandwagon, but I'm obsessed.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I tried watching it back when it first became super popular, like season 1, and I was in my basement alone, all the lights off,
Bad
watching
news.
like
Bad news.
bad news. No, it didn't get much past like the first 10 minutes or so because I was terrified, and I've heard such good things about it, but haven't been able to pick it back up because I'm just scaredy cat, I guess.
No, when I did the same thing as you. I tried watching it alone at first, and I was literally just too scared. And I'm also not into sci-fi really, but I was like, you know what? I'll give it one more try because it was trending like all over again when this last season came out. So we started
Oh
watching.
man, just pick it off of her dad, bro. That's what her dad.
it.
Crazy.
I'm actually not ashamed to say this. I was going to say I was ashamed, but I'm not. I finished like I'm basically caught up. I'm not done with it and I won't give any spoilers, but I'm almost caught up and I literally started like 2 weeks ago. Not even.
No way.
And they're like hour-long episodes.
No way.
Exactly. That's just like how All America is 41 minutes. And I caught up every season. One season in 2 days. Trust me. I know how you feel, Haley.
And I think sometimes longer. So I've
That's a little
definitely
impressive.
I've been getting through it real quick. But the acting is so good.
And the cast is like predominantly little kids, isn't it? Like they were young when they started.
Yeah, and that's actually what I was just going to bring up too, because I saw on TikTok this video saying that basically when you watch like scary movies or scary shows, like just as a viewer, your body like can't tell the difference between like watching something and actually going through something. And so like you process it and like it actually thinks that happened to you.
Because your brain doesn't know the difference.
Alright, man. That's it for that. They talking about scary, man. I don't really like into scary. But other than that, man, if y'all new, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. If y'all want me to keep reacting to some videos like this, let me know, man. I do it, every week, man. Other than that, man, it's your boy Brex, man. I'm out.